This video series is designed for people that have been here for a long time, that are fully capable to receive the information, and then therefore are free to pass it on. So anybody that is unfamiliar with this and doesn't understand why I talk fast sometimes, because I've only got 4 minutes and 50 seconds, and I can never get it all out. It's so frustrating. I absolutely cannot stand it. You guys have no idea how over a time limit I am with the amount of information. I mean, it mind boggles me. Sometimes I just do not like being behind this phone, having to be strapped to this time. If it was for any other reason, I would not be doing it at all. It's incredibly too difficult for me to try to put all this immense knowledge in these small little segments and keep breaking it up and starting, breaking it up and starting, breaking it up and starting. Then I got to remember what I told you. Oh, it's just too much. It's too much. So, that's why I talk fast, and that's why there's never enough time. That's why you need to get going and understand that, hey, there's something out there that you got to find. If you don't know what it is, it's the truth of Jesus Christ. If you've got any doubts, well, somebody's about to give you their version of what they think, and guess what? They don't believe in Jesus Christ as being the true Son of God. So you got two paths to follow right now. One is the acquisition of knowledge through the earnest search of the perfection of Jesus Christ, following the waterline, or of course, follow the path of fire, hell, brimstone, and damnation. And you're going to end up in two different locations. Trust me. Okay? So this one is follow the waterline. What we're looking to is the fullness of the truth that's going to relay everything that allows us to see the full scope and the nature, the condition that we're in, and as a result, what we're about to go through. Behold, as wild asses in the desert. All this, as we said, relates back, if you look it up in Strong's Concordance from here, to a word that is onager, and I think I'm pronouncing that right. Onager, maybe, O-N-A-G-E-R, and what we've got right here, what I will do is, instead of me read this, you can pause it. It's right there. Okay? You can pause it, and then I'm going to move it to where it's relative to me. And I'll start reading right here. It says, they ventured into cities only when the cities were forsaken ruins. Now that's talking about these wild asses that you just saw in Job. Now what did I tell you? I said that the locust will not show up until after there's a disaster, right? And I've been telling you that for a long time here, right? Okay. So that's the confirmation. That's exactly what we hear. These genetic admixtures, these Don keys, will not show up until the cities have been forsaken in ruins, till after this destruction. And then, of course, it's going to limit the population. We know that it's going to affect the free will equation as it results to the sixth seal, which is the tetrahedron, which, of course, is a whole nother understanding. But right now you understand the tetrahedron is the water line, and it is. It's the water line. And that's why you saw in the tradition video where you saw the occultic side is using that symbolism for as above, so too below. What does that mean? Going up and down the water line. Up and down the water line. So they're trying to occupy the path of the water line themselves, but to disturb it. Not to keep those straight on it, but to make those fall off the path. And then, of course, we're going to get the reference for that right here. It says, God had created them to be accustomed to life in the Judean wilderness, where they freely pursued natural instincts and lust. Now that's going off the path. So what you've got to do is you've got to look up this term, and then you've got to keep finding it all over the Bible in the verses, and you'll keep following the track of these Danites. When I come back, I'm going to show you that path of the Judean wilderness that they themselves are created to be accustomed to. In other words, they're lukewarm. I'll be back.